meeting.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to today's CE Guidance Forum webinar on career education and guidance in initial vocational education and training in Central and Eastern Europe. My name is Claudia Törli-Gáspár, and I'm joining you from Kecskemét in Hungary. And I'm going to be your moderator today and one of the speakers. Today's sessions brings together educators, practitioners, and researchers from across Central and Eastern Europe, including the Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, and Slovakia, to explore how we support career guidance in VET. I encourage you, all of you, to use the chat or raise your hand during the session, ask questions, and engage in discussion. Our first speakers are going to be from Slovakia. Could you, sorry, and the first speaker is going to be Katarina Medziorska.
So before leaving the microphone to Katarina, let me present some general overview of the career guidance system in vocational vocational education and training. My name is Tomáš Prlák, and I'm from the Slovak Association for Career Guidance. So in 3 minutes, Slovakia, and together with the Czech Republic, I think, and maybe with other countries, is specific because we have almost 70% of secondary school students that come from vocational schools. And finally, the legislation around career guidance, counseling, and career education in VET schools is the same as for general secondary education, as we discussed last month. So school career counselor is not necessarily in a distinct role at school. It depends on the goodwill of the direction, but the law specifies the minimum number of hours that this person is dispensed from teaching. So it can be a teacher. So a teacher normally in Slovakia teaches for 22 hours a week, and depending on the number of pupils at schools, he or she is dispensed a certain number of hours from teaching, from 2 to 5 hours. And parallel to this, we have a network of career counselors in psychological and prevention centers who can also provide different guidance interventions and programs within the VET schools. But this again would depend on the region, although in the recent years there were some effort in terms of homogenization of these services. And Katarina will obviously tell more. Now, specifically about VET, if we take a look at the next slide, so these career counselors within schools, so teachers who have this role, or psychologists, career counselors must undergo an obligatory specialization training, which is 150 hours. And there are also career guidance coordinators within these pedagogical centers that sort of animate this network of career professionals in the school sector in the region. And there is one specificity for that, and it is that the methodological management of career counseling and guidance in IVET is not managed by the Ministry of Education, but by the State Institute of Vocational Education, which is a ministry-led institute specialized on VET, because this is considered as part of the labor market more than the part of the education. And SHIO, this institute, mainly manages the system through a series of national projects funded by the European funds. And the latest initiative is to establish a comprehensive system of centers of excellence in VET in Slovakia. So the idea is to create at least 16 showcase VET schools, lifelong learning centers, that would be the centers of excellence. For example, for this network, and this is the next slide, SHIO, this institute, elaborated a career guidance standard that is inspired a little bit by the Gatsby standard in the UK. So structured around several areas, The first area is giving regular information on career opportunities to students, to parents, have a network of cooperation with external partners from several sectors, providing a certain amount of career activities yearly, have a differentiated career plans depending on the needs of the students, and the certain rates of participation in group or individual activities. And you can see that this proposes two levels, a standard and above standard level. So this is something that is being launched in VET, and it wanted to highlight. And now I would like to pass the microphone to Zuzana, who will tell you more about her practice in a VET school in Slovakia.
Thank you, Tomáš. So I'd like to tell you more about our school, Secondary Technical School of Transport, which is in the middle of Slovakia, in Zvolen. We have 30 teachers, one school psychologist, which is me, and we have 320 students. Because on this poster is something in Slovak, so I put some translation down. Innovations are our priority, and transportations our passion, education's our path. Please, can you? Yeah, thank you. So in our school, we have a career program, and my colleague is career counselor. She's also a teacher, and we both realizing this program with the students from first till fourth year, school year, and it's about like classical career counseling in the groups, I think, because it's about developing student skills through the non-formal education. This is the ground for us to create them or to give them possibility and time to think about themselves, what they like to do, what they enjoy in life. It's about trying to find their strengths through their interests. For example, I can give you some example. Very short activity when I ask everybody what they like to do about their hobbies. And for example, when somebody likes to play football for a few years, I ask him, okay, what do you think you are practicing when you are playing football? Of course, physical stuff, but what for skills, you know? And they think, and we can discuss about this, about cooperation, or how to cooperate, how to deal with the others when we have stress. And they can realize through their hobbies or what they like to do, in what they are good and how they can use these skills in their future life. It's also about the labor market orientation and also individual training. I was working also as in human resources. That's why we can try some practicing some job interviews or assessment centers. And here we have also one big challenge because on one side we want them to boost their self-confidence, but on the other side, sometimes they have some unrealistic expectation from about the future life, about job or about the job interview, and it's like a dilemma, you know. And what's work for us is to talk about the obstacles and how can handle it, about the strategies, and just to practice. For example, okay, try to tell me something about, or try to present yourself in 2 minutes. Now, just start, yeah? And they can realize that it's not so easy to present yourself when you are on a job interview and you have, for example, 2 minutes, and you have to be very effective. So can I get the next slide, please? Thank you. I think it's like an adventure. to find out or to talk and think about my values, my priorities, also who is my external resource, like people who can support me and how. But it doesn't have to be just the people. Maybe my supporter, big supporter, is also my dog, or my cat, and I don't know. And our theoretical ground is a social focus approach and also kid skills, which is coaching for the young people. Social focus or SF approach is very close to coaching approaches, but it's not the same. And just I would like to tell you very shortly about kid skills. The main thing in this method is that young people, kids or young people, they don't have problems. They have just the skills which they can learn and practice, and these skills can be helpful for them to make changes in their lives. And I think this is very important that we change point of view and we invite the student to look on himself by a different way, like not a person who has some problems, but like he's a person who is practicing something new. I strongly believe that it's very useful to also to boost self-confidence, and also is very motivated. Okay, and in social focus approach, what is very important for me is that the student is a partner, and I'm an expert for the process, for the question I ask the students, but the students, they are expert on the answers. Because maybe I can think that I know more because I'm older or I have more experience, but I have to believe, I have to have a trust to the students' answer, and that they know what is important and what is right for them. Can I get the next slide, please? I would like, or please feel free to ask me in any moment, because I'm able to talk forever on this topic. I guess that Thomas will stop me, or Claudia. So what is what are another activities in our career program are university welfares or employee welfares. We have many excursions in the companies. Also, we have very popular something like living books. I don't know. I guess you know about it. We invite the people from the field to talk directly about their experience. For example, train drivers. And on this slide, you can see the tree. Usually we do it, it's a part of our career program, and it's the tree of expectation. And it's I can just shortly describe on the beginning, the students can think about their expectations and about their needs, and they put it on the top side of the tree. I forgot the word. I'm sorry. And then I ask him, okay, you have written there that you would like to have friends on this school or in life. So now try to think and try to write it down on the roots. What do you need to do to reach or to fulfill your expectations or your needs? And I have a very nice experience with this activity when we did it last time. It was with two students from the first year. They are 15 years old. And one of them, he said before this activity that he is an introvert. And I can see the question. Okay, I'll just end the description. And he said he's introvert, and then he wrote down on the roof that on the roots that he have to have courage to be friendly to others. And it was very nice, like the self-reflection how can be useful for him also in his future life. And other student, he said, I was like shocked that a 15 years old guy is so wise to write it, because he wrote down that he wants to help people, but also he needs to let the people to help him. And I was thinking, when I was 15 years old, I had no idea to realize this importance of these skills, you know. So it was very nice for me. And I've seen some question about the orientation. Our school is in vet education, and also for 4 years. I'm not sure if I answer your question. And we have our students have a school leaving examination in more study program. Did I answer to you, Tibor?
Probably not. So my question was about that if you are a traditional initial vocational education, so basically you are in a vet school, and then you describe orientation programs, if I'm not mistaken, around grade 9. So what's the point of these activities as they are already enrolled to vet programs? Or probably I missed one of your points.
Can you please say it again? I think I didn't get it.
You are representing a vocational school, is it correct?
I think it's the connection with the practicing.
Okay, but why you are describing orientation in a situation where your students already in vocational tracks? This is what I'm trying to understand.
I think I need help because I don't don't understand what are you asking me, really. Could you please?
I think Katarina, or how we understand it, that the question is about, and we often get these questions too. You know that the picture of people or the idea is your students already chose your school, so they know exactly what they want to do. You know, it's not true. I know you cannot understand it because you know it's not true. They chose, but you know how it is.
Thank you very much, Zuzka, if it's you, because we are.
Yes, it's me. This is Mirka.
Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you very much. This is, I think, a very good question. I've never got this question, but when the student starts to study on our school, he can, in one department, he has many possibles in the department what to do exactly. So, for example, it's not like you will start to study and you can be just train driver. You know, you have many possibilities in work around trains or in transport. You know, you can focus on the economic stuff or on the electricity, and you can choose in third school year in our school. You know, the specialization. Am I clear? Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. So we have a second question. Yeah, we have something like, I don't know how to translate, tracking book. We are in touch with our absolvents. Actually 38 of our students, they continue with the study on the university. The most common is transport technical university in Žilina. Yeah. Yes, Agnes, I think you would like to say something or ask something.
Yes. So what are the possibilities for the students which aren't so which want to change to another profession or another possibility, you know, which is not available in your school.
You mean if they change the mind, they want to study something else, but they want to
Yes.
still stay in our school, yeah? Did I
Yes.
get it right?
So can you help them to change and profession or go to another school or
Of course,
say
we
them
can.
that
Yeah, they can. It's not very usual, but I think every year is at least one student from our school who will decide, okay, I made a wrong decision and I would like to change it. And in the first school year, mostly of the time they study very similar thing, so they can change their mind and change the specialization and stay in our school. Do you understand? Am I understandable? Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have another question. Are students create their career portfolio in your school? Yeah, they have their own career portfolio. My colleague, career consultant, she's keeping for them, and she gives this portfolio on the last school year. Yeah. Okay, so can we move on if you have no question for now? I think this career program is mainly about the development of life skills. That's why we do many activities about volunteerings, because in these activities they can practicing many skills which they will need in their future life. And also we use peer education. And living books, I have already told you about this. And I have another question. How many career professionals do enter at your school? It's 2 person, exactly. One is me as a school psychologist, but the main person is my colleague, career consultant. She's also the teacher. You as a psychologist and one teacher. Yeah.
Alo, să rămână mama. Vorbim mai de dimineață cu Mărgărița.
This is not for us, I think.
But Katarina, can we ask? There is a question that's very interesting for us too in the chat. How do you follow up on your graduates, and do you track where they continue their studies or start working? Sorry, I didn't get it. I didn't get the answer, but Mirka tells me you already answered it. I'm sorry that I didn't get it, because it's a very interesting question for us. But I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay, so I understand that you answer to yourself, yeah. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all about our school, and very shortly about the career program. But I would like to tell you what is important for me, that I think that very important in our school is that we keep the main how to say, learning by doing. You know, it's not just about career program, but also in a formal education we try to like make this education more non-formal, which is not 100% possible, but we try and we learn, and I think me and my colleagues, we try to find the ways how to do it, because this I think is very useful for the students, and also I like it more, much more than the formal education. So this is for me very important.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a tight time schedule, so
Okay.
And we have 3 more countries to cover. But later on, I mean, you have the email address, and if anyone needs to know some more information, they can contact you, right? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And we are going to move on to the Czech Republic now. Lenka.
Thank you, Claudia. I mute. In our system, it's we had more than 70% of students for a long time, as said Thomas. And our initial vocational education and training system is very diverse. There are many education paths, but also dead ends in secondary and tertiary education. This slide shows the distribution of students in EVET programs, and almost all students are enrolled in the education program at a public or private secondary school. And our system in the international comparison in categorized as school-based, but it's mean that the work-based learning is integral part all program, and news according to the amendment to the Education Act is possibility of introducing elements of dual education. It's the news for us. And a new development in the revision of education programs as others news. We have very many fields of study divided to 27 subjects group. And now, according government regulation, reduce this number of fields of study. And this field are linked to existing qualification. And this slide, please. And this distribution did the new career education and guidance. It's the similar as basic school and gymnasium. We have career education as an integral part of curriculum, and this part is connected and reflected in development, employment, and enterprise competencies. And this part plan as a cross-curricular subject. Separately, career education is career guidance, and it is one of many obligatory school counseling center activities. And career guidance activity, we have prepared our colleague Zuzka and Mirka. And we have in our system very many challenges for career guidance in school. Next, please. We discuss about the challenges, and we choose 4 challenges. First is the allocated resources for career guidance and coordinated them at the school level under umbrella career guidance services. This challenge is direct for my colleague from school. And second challenge is career guidance in school does not always integrate support related into entrepreneurial mindset development, support self-employment, and link to startup support. We have separately coordinator is the employment activities with the
Leni, přestali jsme tě slyšet, vypni si když tak kameru, prosím.
I think the screen froze. Yes, she's back. Okay. Yes, you are back. Okay.
And the last challenge we discussed about evidence-based career guidance in school, and one of the quality assurance criteria in that school. And we have some words about system, and I have some words, my colleagues, about the practice.
Hello, hello everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to share our experience. We work as career counselors at a business academy in Brno, a vocational secondary school. Our presentation shows how we built a team approach to career guidance across the whole school.
Yes, next slide, please.
We have 3 pillars of our school's career counseling, and Zuzka explains it.
So there is collaboration with the school management, director, and so on. Then teamwork across departments, support for students, and our own continual professional growth.
And please, next slide.
We have more slides because we didn't know how many can be. Yes, this is the collaboration with school management when we monthly meet with them to share information, what we do, and so on. It's very important for planning activities and for evaluation of activities and just brainstorming. Sorry, Mary.
And coordinating
Yes.
these activities with them.
Okay, next slide, please. Yes, team collaboration. We try to work with teachers of vocational practice and training firms and with classroom teachers, because we know there are 2 of us that we work together here, but we need more people involved in this activity. Okay, next slide, please. And so it's our tandem, and and that's very important for us to work together. Mary?
Yes, it brings mutual motivation and prevents burnout when we two are, and we want to reflect together, exchange ideas, and naturally take turns in leading different projects. And thanks to our different backgrounds, we are more flexible and we can reach more colleagues than one person.
Yes, so please next slide. Yes, so these are our core activities. We offer both class workshops and individual counseling. Please, next slide, I think. Yes, so for students, there are regular career development workshops for whole classes and then individual guidance for specific students' needs.
And these workshops help students explore their strengths, and individual sessions focus on their specific needs and next steps.
Yes. And we meet more times, not just once, with students. Usually they need more steps to make, to do.
Yes.
Next
Please.
slide, please. Yes.
And our career counseling is also for colleagues. We support class teachers in their everyday work with students. We make workshops for them, and we share our methods and ideas from career guidance, and they can use it in their classes and in their subjects.
Yes. So next slide, please. Yes, and for the two of us, of course, we invest a lot of our own development, more than 100 hours of training every year. Actually, there was a long-term certified course, mentoring, supervision. We visit other schools, and people from other schools come to visit us, and we love to share ideas with them.
And our experiences.
Yes.
And here can we explain how we do it? We have plan for grade by grade. We have this concept from beginning, and we want to make something for every grade in our school. Please,
next slide, please.
It's better to see on the
next
slide.
Too small.
Yes.
So
for the first grade, we start with self-knowledge and self-reflection, and we make for them a day with your career counselors, with us. And this is a 5-hour workshop following the orientation course. It's after that, and we make a lot of activities to meet them and to make them to meet each other. And we start with the portfolio.
Yes. Okay, so the next slide, please. So this is the second grade, when we already focus on self-presentation and goal setting, and students learn how to introduce themselves, prepare for their work in the training company course. This course comes in the third grade. So next slide, please.
And the third year is about the labor market and career choices. The students take part in a workshop called "And What About Your Future?" And we want to offer them tools to think over that and to make a great choice for each other. And we meet the representatives from the employment office, and we offer also individual consultations.
Yes, next slide, please. Yes, yeah, then yes, thank you. Fourth grade, it's a final year, and we help students prepare for their next steps, university applications or entering the job market and so on. They also meet HR specialists and practice interview skills with us. They mainly come to us like individually and tell us what, write us before and tell us what they need, and we can offer them help and we can help them. So next slide, please.
This slide is about our organization and sharing of materials, not for only for us, also for all colleagues. For us, it's central storage of all materials. We have here photos, methodics, practice, well-being, choices of future meetings, our plans, everything. Resources for our work. And for colleagues, we are sharing key documents with our conception well, for example, for class teachers, we have access to what they need, everything they need.
Yes. Okay, next slide, please.
Okay, just one second. We also have two questions. So
okay.
while you are presenting, we have two questions
Yes.
coming in.
Yes, has you any duty regarding showing the possibilities of your school for students of lower secondary schools? So if I understand it correctly, like if we show what we do here for students or pupils actually from secondary schools, we don't have any duty, but actually we try to present what we do here on fairs or school markets or something like that, you know, for the for pupils in the 9th, so in the last year of
secondary school.
And
they come also in our school, and they can visit us, and we can
talk to them and show them and so on. And then we have this like
so open day
at our school. Open days. Thank you, Leni. Yes. Yes, so they can come and see that. And then there is another question.
Significant
difference in the system. Any duty contact with the in the system. We have not any duty regarding the lower secondary schools.
Yes.
It's the activities each schools, each region, and we have somebody duty from your leader or director from schools. It's no the duty in the system.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
And then is there a significant difference between gymnasium and vocational from the students' perspective? For example, do they have any advantages or disadvantages when it comes to continuing their studies at university in Slovakia and Czech Republic too? Of course, the subjects differ because we are like economy school, so they have more subjects in economy and accounting and so on, and they have more practice in this. And so when they study at, for example, business universities at the Masaryk University, Mendel's University, and so on. So they have advantages. Our students have advantages, but On the other hand, when they want to study
Medicine, for
or
example.
architecture and so on, of course there are disadvantages. But there are students from our school that really change their direction, or so they really are interested in different universities and fields of study.
They want to be architects, psychologists,
Yes.
dentists.
Yes,
so
yes, yes. So we encourage them. We try to encourage them. Leni, do you want?
Claudia, can you give my presentation first slide? And it is the difference between gymnasium and vet schools. Nobody different, because we have vet schools. We have with the direct access to tertiary education, and this very similar with the gymnasium. And we have EVET system programs without direct access. But gymnasium is the direct access to tertiary education. I think that the students of study program in VET have possibilities, real possibilities, transition to labor market. But study gymnasium is very generally studied.
Yes, more theoretical, more generally, yes.
Okay. Shall I move back to because time is ticking?
Yes, and it's the final fourth grade.
So you cover.
Yes, and then after this, yes, electronic portfolio, that's what Katarina mentioned too. We have this one, this electronic portfolio.
They create it in the first grade, and then we supported them to make it better, and we want to make them, they use it for self-presentation and career planning, and that make we in the individual consultations we work with this electronic portfolio.
Yes, yeah, this is something it's no duty for them. We don't put grades on that, but we just support them to use it and to fill it with everything like certificates and things they can use in their future life, so that they show it and they can. For themselves, they can see what have they achieved already.
And this electronic portfolio is from our region. This
Start IDs, yes, and they can find them firms and companies from our region.
We are on the end. We believe that teamwork, reflection, and systematic planning help us support our students, every students effectively. And thank you very much for your attention.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So
very
do you
much.
have more questions?
Okay, just.
Yes.
Okay, so we have one question. What happens to students' e-portfolios once they leave the school? Do they retain access to their digital portfolios, or are these archived or deleted by the school after graduation?
Yes, they have it. Of course, it's not connected with our school. It's just for them. They are supported by us to put their the email address of our school. So like their address in this school, so that
After leaving,
and or before they leave, we give them the information. Please switch or change the email address to your own personal address or the address of the university you continue studying, so that they can really use it the whole life. We have actually we use it too. We created an account for us and for colleagues and students, so that they can check it, how we can do it, what they can do as a inspiration.
Okay, thank you very much. We need to move on to Hungary.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tibor?
Yeah, okay, thank you. So then I'm just going to say a few words about the system level features in Hungary. Probably starting with the slide which introduced the 2019 reform, which was basically the introduction of the new law in the country after the change of the regime. This is already the third order or third law on vocational education and training in Hungary. Just if you move back one more slide, I think that's the first one. The other way around.
Oh, the other way.
Yeah, the very first one. Yeah, here we are. And then also once the national government introduced these reforms, all the flagships initiatives were embedded. So the alignment of the curriculum and making the dual traineeship possible in the country, that was one of the key elements. Then based on the decision of the government and the national parliament, the Chamber for Commerce became the main provider of career guidance services for the VET system. And then actually this law and the previous one, which is not in force anymore, created a double system. So at the moment, Hungary is a very unique EU country where we have one managing system for primary education, including, as you call it in Latin, gymnasium, so general secondary, and another track for vocational education and training. And even by law, the two systems are completely in parallel tracks. So for example, the labor regulations of the staff members, teachers, career counselors in the general education and in the VET are different. Also, by this law, the career guidance services were doubled. So still we have what also in the Czech Republic, Romania, Slovakia, we have the pedagogical centers at the county level, which are responsible for career guidance provision for the general school system. On the other hand, we have another system, which basically has two pillars. One element, as I already mentioned, are the Chamber for Commerce at the county level, without the involvement or direct involvement of the Chamber for Agriculture. I'm not going into details with this. And then we have the united vocational education training centers. We have like 41 at the moment at the national level. So these are much bigger entities than the vocational schools used to be in the past. Then we can move to the next slide, where I just quoting the very detailed legislation. If you would compare the VET Act versus the Public Education Act, the Higher Education Act, an act about public employment service and so on, then you would notice that basically the country operates in silos. So for each policy field, there are different types of legislation. However, this section on the VET Act try to introduce the lifelong guidance as an idea. So here, if you are very carefully reading the definition, there are some flashback from the 2004 resolution on lifelong guidance. but still it's remained very much fragmented. Then if we can move to the next slide, I have like 2 more slides before passing the floor to Claudia. So what are the key features at the moment, or what are the key challenges at the moment? By law or by legislation, we should have an integrated support for career guidance at the school level, and then the dual training is absolutely a preferred way for the vocational education in the initial stage and also in the continuous education stage, so adult education. But on the other hand, as the Slovak colleagues mentioned, that you have a special training for career guidance staff. This is still not the case in Hungary. However, we had several, mainly ESF-funded projects for upskilling and training the VET staff and VET teachers to act as career guidance professionals. I think this is very much still lagging behind, and there are a couple of misconceptions about the role of vocational guidance within the VET system, and there is no coordination. So since the National Lifelong Guidance Council was abolished, there is basically no coordination between different type of entities, even at the local level, but Claudia probably go into details with the city of Kecskemét. Then I have one more slide before I finish my intervention. So I think whenever we are checking initial VET system, we want to be sure about 2 issues by the lenses of career guidance and education. One, how we can avoid the lack of integration of the different learning pathways of the students, and how we can avoid also the dead ends. So at the moment in the Hungarian VET system, where 2/3 of the Hungarian students are enrolled between the age of 40 up to 90 or even 20, we have 2 types of training tracks. So one is, which is more or less works well, and then there are excellent news about this, is again using the Latin word, it's a technicum, so basically like 4 up to 6 years, even 6 years long vocational training school with school leaving exams and more or less open tracks for higher education and to the labor market. But 1/3 of our students are still has received only 3-year-long basic vocational education training, where we have serious issues with ESL, other type of dropouts, and then from career guidance perspective, at the grade 9, 10, we still see students who are absolutely disoriented, or the families are disoriented and they don't know exactly where they are at the moment. And then changing the pathways within the VET system between these 2 tracks, I think is still very much challenging. And then I have one more slide, and Claudia, really, I'm finishing this. Oh no, that's yours already. Okay, because then I just wanted to mention the other levers what are now established in the system since 2019. Oh no, it's in this slide. One is about the what we call the Springboard program, if I'm just literally translating. So provide opportunities for those dropout students from the primary school level who just finished only 6th grade out of the 8 compulsory. So it basically acts as a second chance education, which is very much fair in the system. That was not here in the system before. And we also have a type of workshop opportunity, which provides, like in Austria or in the German-speaking countries, a type of vocational outcome from the system after 2 or 3 years. So these corrective measures are there, but I mean, about the accessibility, we could talk a lot. And then mentioning the last very positive news that after many years of work, the National Vocational Education and Adult Education Institute finally is running the career tracking system in the VET. So we used to have it in the last 2 decades in higher education, but now we have it also in the VET system. So we strongly believe that these data will be very nicely and meaningfully used in designing career guidance interventions in the VET system. So Claudia, thank you. The floor is yours.
Before I move on to my presentation, there is a question for you. What percentage of VET students are involved in the dual education system in Hungary? you
Well, that's a good question. I don't know by heart. Then I need to check it. But I think now it's a serious amount out of the students, because that's the aim of the government.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the IVET in the Vocational Education Center of Kecskemét. And just a quick overview of the organization I work at. It was established in the 1st of July 2015. So that was the time when secondary schools merged into vocational education centers. And this organization brings together 9 members of member schools that include technical secondary schools, which Tibor mentioned, 5 to 6 years, and vocational schools, which last for 3 years. And we have over 6,000 students and 650 employees, including 520 teachers. And our aim is to prepare students for careers that match the needs of the labor market, and to support talented learners, and to promote dual training, where learning takes place both at school and in companies. We also provide opportunities for catch-up education. That was also mentioned by Tibor, for students who completed only 6 years primary education. And we also provide opportunities for lifelong learning, aligning all our programs with the economic and industrial development of the Kecskemét region. Now, Kecskemét region is one of the most developing region due to the Mercedes-Benz factory and all the other companies that support and supply Mercedes-Benz. So that's why it's a booming economy here. Mission and objectives. So we prepare, there are 3 main objectives. We prepare students for employment through up-to-date and practice-oriented training. And we support individual talent and careers. We try to strengthen partnership between education and the industry to ensure that our programs reflect real workplace needs. In the vocational center, we have various projects and events. One is Szakma City, which is translated to Profession City. This is a brand new initiative. It's a career fair for students who are interested in vocational education, and it's mainly for primary school students. And we also have career orientation programs to have students choose the right profession. And we also have projects Erasmus Plus for teachers, training teachers, and international cooperation. Now, what I'm going to talk about is how we help the students who are already in vocational education. So we have a career team, and so in the vocational center, we have 9 schools, and in these 9 schools, we have 24 teachers who are members of the career team. Over the years, we developed a database or a pool of good practices, and these good practices we call are preparing students for the labor market, and with these good practices, we strengthen the students' skills as well. We have broken down these good practices by grade, starting with self-awareness through job searching and interview techniques. So, for instance, students who enter vocational education in year 9, they start with self-awareness. And through the years, we created a program that will help them to be more assertive later on in the labor market. So in the end of their education in year 13 or 14, they learn in this program job search techniques and interview techniques, and they write their CVs or motivational letters. These activities, when they learn these skills, or when they learn about these topics, these are homeroom classes where homeroom teachers do the good practices with the students. The way we created this program was not to overload the students and the teachers. So they have on average 2 times per semester. When the teachers want to do the good practices, they have the access to this database or pool, and they can just download the good practices. The way we created these activities for the teachers was that we wanted to focus on that. The way we helped them was not to do any extra work, because the teachers are already overloaded in the vocational education. So they just download from the database. They have it's like a lesson plan basically. They don't have to do anything, just to read it, and from scratch they can do the activities with the students. We also required the teachers to document the activities. So we have a Teams face where they can actually upload the pictures or the proof that they have completed these activities. And also there are some questions. Sorry. Okay, so no questions. Okay. So through the years, in their education, the students complete these activities, and at the end, in the school leavers have online career days. And initially, they started when Corona was in the world, so we had no access to personal one-to-one meetings. So there was this idea coming in that we should give information for school leavers. So that's why it's called online career days. But over the years, we changed the format. So it can be online, personal, and hybrid. So basically, we invite regional companies to do presentations of their company and their job openings. And the school leavers, by the time they attend this event, they already have their CVs and also their cover letters. And prior this event, homeroom teachers prepare the students to do their CVs and the cover letters, and also to make it more interactive, they prepare questions. So it's not a one-way presentation from the companies, from the region, but also it's a two-way communication. So the students can also ask various questions, preparing them for basically for a job interview as well. We also have a careers counselor service in each school. This is a new system that we have, a service that we have started in this September officially. So in the beginning of the school year, we asked students online in an online questionnaire whether they were interested in career counseling, it was voluntary. It was not compulsory, voluntary. And based on the answers, what we do, career counselors, we approach these students who gave their contact details, and we arrange a small group or one-to-one sessions with them, helping them in various topics, whether they want to change, I don't know, their vocation. They can't change basically their vocational education, but whether they want to go to higher education or change the path that they are on. The career counselors that we work with are chosen according to their motivation and willingness, and because they are not professional counselors just yet. They can't work full time, so they are given 2 hours a week as an overtime. The counselors we work with, they are chosen in a way that last year they showed interest. These colleagues showed interest that they wanted to work as career counselors, and we offered them an in-house training for them. So this is basically an informative counseling, career counseling that we gave them as a training. But we also had a professional trainer who gave them a 30-hour training to deepen their knowledge. And we also require documentation and support, and we give them support as career counselor leaders, myself and one of my colleagues. And we also offer students, apart from all these activities, days when they can visit dual training partners and more. We also help them attend job fairs. We also work closely with the local university, and they have the opportunity to attend university fairs, the Educatio in Budapest and locally. And we also offer students orientation year. These students basically for primary school leavers who don't know what vocational education they want to enter. They have no idea what they want to learn. So we offer them a year when they can actually have a taster of different professions and different vocations. So, and the way you have to imagine this orientation year is that they don't have only normal lessons, but they work in project-based learning. And that's all about my side. I don't know if you ask any questions. Okay, in your impression, how many of the 6,000 students are in the right field of study at the school? Is this a part of career orientation, helping students find the right place for themselves? Or are they able to change fields if they need it? I can't really answer. Majority of the students, I can't answer the first part of your question, Ida. I don't have details on that at the moment, but I can look into that. I can ask. Yes, career orientation, helping students find the right place for themselves. In the vocation, when so basically career counseling is mainly for year 12 and year 13 students who are about to decide what to do, whether to enter the labor market or to go to higher education. and yeah, we help them to find the right place. I don't know whether it was the question on that, whether what to do. Ida? Okay, maybe she will ask later to clarify. And the last question, are they able to change fields if they need it? So basically, when what we do is we work closely with homeroom teachers, because obviously they know the students much better than we do. And if it turns out in the first couple of weeks or a couple of months when they enter secondary education or vocational education, that they don't want to do that field that they are in, we try to have them change. But later on, it's quite difficult, because once they are in a set of field, they won't be okay. But they later on, it's very difficult. So, for instance, if somebody learns is in tourism, and later they want to do, I don't know, logistics, it's quite difficult. It's nearly impossible to change field. But if they decide to change in the very beginning, it is possible, because in the first 2 years they learn vocational subjects, but not in deep. But later on, even later on, when they are in year 10, at the end of year 10, they will need to do an exam where they can specialize. So it's very difficult for them. So most the practices, my experience is that if after at the end of year 9 they decide to do something different, they lose 1 year if it's a completely different field. So if there are no more questions, then I would like to pass on to Vasily.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? I just want to check it.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. I will be efficient with my presentation because it's late almost in the night in Romania. So I am working as a school counselor in a team of a county center from Romania. And first of all, I will present this large overview of the Romanian career school counseling system in education. So we first of all, I will not talk about career counseling in VET. I will talk about career counseling in general, because we in Romanian system, we are not talking about career counseling. We have this kind of psychopedagogical assistance as umbrella of counseling services for students in a primary and secondary education. So this is the general overview of our system. We have 41 county centers in 40 counties and in Bucharest. Every county center has career school counselors. They are working in schools or in the central team of the county center. I am working in the team of the county center, and we are providing services at the county level, and also we have school counselors working directly in a school, in 1 or 2 or even 3 schools. It depends on the number of the students. We have in our county center 3 categories of experts, of teachers. We are teachers. We have school counselor, speech therapists, and supporting teachers. And all these specialists are covering all psychopedagogical assistance for the students, for the parents, and for the teachers. We have responsibilities also for the students, also for the parents and teachers. I think it's very clear that the speech therapists are doing the specific therapy for disorders of language. Supporting teachers are working with the children having special needs, and school counselors, they are working for school counseling for students. And school counseling, it's such a very large umbrella, meaning psychological counseling for students, I don't know, educational support for them, supporting teacher for curricular adaptation, evaluation children with having special needs, prevention of dysfunctional behavior, a lot of different other aspects linked with the counseling. For example, I am involved also in prevention. I am working in some prevention programs for addictions, for bullying, for online violence, or other different aspects. And in all these mixture of the services, we also have career counseling for students. Because I am sociologist, and I am a little bit, I have some restrictions with doing psychological counseling. I decide to prepare myself, to develop myself in the direction of career counseling. So our county center has more career counseling programs than the other centers in the Romania are developing. So this is a general aspects. Another aspect linked with this, school counselor working in a school until we just changed last year we changed the rule. Until now, the rule says that one school counselor should have more than 800 students. So one school counselor could work in a school having more than 800 students, and working also with students, parents, and teachers in that school. But last years they changed the rule, and now they say that a school counselor in Romania should work with less than 500 students, also with teachers and parents. But because we are still between the rules, we don't have career counselors in every school. We have our colleagues, for example, I have colleagues which are working in 4 schools or 5 schools, 1 day in each school. This is general overview. Can you move on to the other slide? If there are questions here, I will read it. And that new service.
No, that was for me.
Okay, can I answer to the questions at the end? It's okay. Linked specific with the VET education and VET career counseling, we had this kind of we have a law which provide the organizational status for this local social partnership development committee. In this committee, there are representatives of every specific institutions, education, companies, labor institutions providing labor market services. So all of these experts are in this committee, and this committee is managed by county school inspectorate and is deciding and formal approving of schooling plan linked with the VET education. Every year, I am a member in this committee. Every year we are meeting and give a formal approval of the plan of schooling. How many classes, how many classes will be in a technological area, and dual education and so on. So, but this is we are discussing all the time about how to improve, how to increase the number of students going to the VET path, but it's more like formal, and it's a formal approving of this plan. And also we had an institution called Institute for Educational Sciences. It was integrating in another institution, and now they start again to work as independent institutions. Before integration, Institute for Educational Sciences was the host of Euro Guidance in Romania, and they have a lot of career counseling program also in the VET education. But now, after these changes, they don't have hosting of the Euro Guidance, and they are not so much involved in the career guidance and career education. Can you move forward, please? I will say something about our specific career guidance in the Mehedinți County, because I will say again, I'm a sociologist, and I am not able to do psychological counseling, so I decide to go more to the career counseling, and I am developing some studies since 2012. I'm studying every year the options of the students for the next step in their education. So I am doing this study for the 8th grade and also for the 12th grade in order to go to universities. The results of the study for the 8th grade I am giving to, we are reporting to the school inspectorate, and they are taking into account the results when they are approving schooling plan. And also I am doing this professional study for 12th grade at the end of the Lyceum, and based on this we are organizing a university offer market. We are inviting universities according with the students' interest in the area, and we are doing every year the university offer market. And we start 5 years ago, before the COVID, we start with 5 universities, and last years we had 19 universities presented to our market, because we are all the time studying what is happening in the what is interest of the students, and after that we are inviting them to come to present their offer. Let's go move on to another slide. Of course, even we don't have a very organized system of career counseling. We are implementing projects in every school and at the county level. For example, already projects you already mentioned in your presentations. Open days for technological high schools. High schools offers fair. Living library for professionals, and we are inviting different professionals to explain what their profession means for students. Open days of the various enterprises at the local level. For example, we have a very developed shipyard local company, and they are inviting students all the time to practice, to spend a day there and to practice and to say what they are working there. Also, they have a class for the dual education, or I don't know, different projects with the different school week or green week in Romania, or a lot of projects. One slide more. These are the main conclusions I I don't. My expectation is not be the accepted for everyone in Romania, but I think there we have a negative attitude of students and parents towards the vocational and technical education. The students and parents are looking not for jobs but for professions, this kind of university graduated professions. If you are going to the professional school, is something still negative in our attitude. We have an unstructured and inconsistent approach of student career counseling. Even this year, the ministry asked us at the end of every year to have a report about career development of the students, but we still have a very inconsistent approach of this aspect. We don't have a vision at the national level, and we don't have strategical projects regarding vocational and technical education. Even the Ministry of Education just started a project, a strategic project for career counseling of students, and they are recruiting now the experts for to be involved in this project in order to develop a strategy of students' career counseling, and after that instruments, and to pilot instruments, and to give schools this kind of approach and I don't know, all instruments necessary to be applied for career counseling programs, but it's only the beginning. I don't know what will be the results. And also the last conclusion is that committee, which should influence the development of vet education, it's still a structure only for this kind of very punctual and concrete approval of the plan, and nothing is happening after this. One slide more, please. In order to make a vision about what is happening in vet technology in Romania, I share with you a chart in my study for the 8th grade. Even it's in Romanian, you can guess what means each status in the left. So you can see that our students are following the philology. They didn't decide yet. Is the second option. After that, they are going to the real studies, and first technique path it's with 8%, and after that you can see at the end of the list the other technical options of the students. Okay, thank you. I think this is the last one. Okay. If you have questions, I will see what questions there are already in chat. First one, what is the base of decision about the schooling plan? There are any research? Yes, there is this research we are doing every year, but I think only in our county is doing this research, and to be realistic, they are not taking into account the information we are giving them. They are taking into account only the request from the institutional educational institutions, high schools. They are asking, because I mentioned already the mentality, this issue that parents and students are asking for the theoretical education. They are developing all the time classes for theoretical education, and we are all the time fighting in this committee and putting pressure on the school inspectorate to reduce the number of the theoretical classes and increase the number of the VET education, so classes. So there is a study, but realistic speaking, they are not taking into account too much the study. The decision is based only on the offer of the high schools.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's a complete answer. Yes, is an informative career counseling helping students applying to the closing higher education, or
yes, that's my.
Yes,
I got.
Okay,
yeah.
We have, for example, I am working on in this on these aspects. I am working on this, but I am only one in a county. A county in Romania means I don't know, 10 high schools with between 500 and 1,000 students. It's a little bit, the career counseling is not enough present as an offer for students in order to say that they are help the professionals, the career counselors, the school counselors are helping them to have decision in regarding the university they will follow. There are some projects, they was involved in some projects, I was coordinating some projects, but it's not a structured intervention for this aspect.
Okay, if there are no more questions, then Tomasz, would you like to say something?
No, thank you very much to all the presenters and all the attendees. And we will welcome you on our next event, which will take place in November, unless I'm mistaken, on tertiary education, career guidance at the university, either this or a career guidance, career education in school curricula. But we will let you know through our mailing list. Thank you very much, everyone, and thank you, Claudia, also for the moderation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thomas, just one follow-up question that